Welcome to the Trust Radio Network. Join your host, attorney Stephen A. Leahy, every Saturday night at 10, right here on AM 560, as he engages in conversation with some of the most trusted professionals in all of Chicagoland. Enjoy interviews with local professionals dedicated to providing the very best products and services. Learn who they are, what they do, and most importantly, why they do it. Take a step inside the minds of some of Chicagoland's most successful business leaders and learn all there is to know every Saturday night at 10 on the Trust Radio Network. Now, here's your host, attorney Stephen A. Leahy.
Tonight on AM 560, The Answer, today's guest is Tom Sadeka with Precision Payroll. Your host is attorney Stephen Leahy from Opum Tax Resolution, 312-664-6649. I'm your co-host, Jim Leahy, with That Properties, and this is the Trust Radio Network.
Woohoo! Yeah. I like that. So what I want to do though is I also want to tell you who sponsors this show. Right, this show's sponsored by the Opum. What do I do? Which one do I do first, Jim?
Opum Tax Resolution.
No, it says the law office of Stephen A. Leahy, PC, and Opum Tax Resolutions. Okay. We help people with audits and levies, liens and garnishments, collections, unfiled tax returns, and payroll tax issues. We also help people with mortgage foreclosures, loan modifications, bankruptcy, and other debt-related issues. So if you have any of these issues, or if you know someone who does, you should give those good folks a call at 312-664-6649. Again, that number is 312-664-6649, or visit them on the web at chicagotaxteam.com. And I also want to correct something that Jim overlooked, is our technical producer, Deborah Schreiner.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Deborah's always with us.
It's the second show, Deborah.
Let's get this Trust Radio Network in full effect.
Let's do it.
Tom Sadeka from Precision Payroll, President and CEO. Thank you so much, Tom, for coming on the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nice.
I like it.
Guest, please. We have a large studio. Cheers was filmed in front of a large studio audience.
It's great to be back here with you guys. I had a great time the last time we were together, and it's great because you're my favorite show on the weekend. So I'm glad to be a part of it.
I got to say that you've been everywhere because I was listening to AM 560. The Answer,
yeah,
last week, and I heard you on the show. What do they call it? Is that The Answer?
Part of the answer.
Part of the answer. I have been on the Part of the Answer, but that was before Mike Scott took over.
Yeah,
my alias. We all should have an alias. My alias is Steve Scott. That's my alias. Used to be. I can't tell you what my other alias used to be, but anyway,
mine is Michael St. Michael.
See, we all have an alias. Do you have an alias, Jim?
Yeah, Dorito Dan.
Mine is John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
His name was my name too. But whenever we would go out, people would always shout.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself before we get into what is it? Because again, you're a trusted professional on this show because that's why we have you here. Because we know that you do great work. I know I have clients that also are clients of yours, and when people are searching for a company to help them with payroll, they're looking for someone they can trust, and that's why we have you on the show. Yeah. But first, before we get into what kind of work you do, and I want to hear about you. I know last time you told us you're from the area, aren't you?
I am in the area. Yeah, I was actually born in Chicago. I lived in Brighton Park for about a year and a half. Don't remember then moving to Cicero. Then we were in Cicero until I was about sixth grade. Then moved to Arlington Heights, and I still remain in the northwest suburbs. My siblings are out my brother's in Texas. My sister's out in South Carolina. My folks are still in the state. They're in Galena.
Oh.
And so I go and visit them.
It's beautiful out there in Galena.
It is beautiful. It's once you get out past Stockton on Route 20, the land really starts to change. That's about where I think the Mississippi River, and you also had some of the glacier activity pretty much stopped on there. So it's very nice country.
We forget that country. Illinois there's many parts of Illinois very beautiful. Many parts of it's not all
right.
No, yeah.
So yesterday, I got a call from my son, Facebooking me. He's on his way back down the U of I, and he stopped at a cornfield and he said, "Dad," because he knows I'm He said, I look up, the sky is just full of stars.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Here being from Chicago or the Chicagoland area, you don't see them.
Don't I know
No,
it? Yeah.
no,
and you-
too much
until you-
light pollution.
Until you get out there and you look, and then when you see them, and you're like, this is what I've been
So
missing.
he's out in Champaign, a little bit west of that. If he heads out of that Champaign area, that's when you start really getting to see the. But even then, light pollution is still a little too
Well,
much.
it
Even
isn't.
from Chicago, it's
Yeah.
still a little too much.
But my
I-
point was that Illinois has a lot of desolate, faraway places.
I'll tell you
even
what,
though we have Chicago and it's
Yeah.
all these people.
coming from a guy who went to Western Illinois, yes, I know that there's a lot of desolate areas. There is a patch of I can't remember the highway going to Macomb, but there is a area where you cannot get radio reception. It's a good maybe 5 miles, no radio at all.
It's almost like Edgebrook.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the train coming back from bed.
Yeah.
And I can't get there's a spot where I can't get anything. I don't want to get into that. I was on a train, started on fire the other day.
Oh yeah, I heard
Oh,
about
wow.
that.
I was right next to the engine, and I ride the same train all the time, and I know the conductors, very well. And I'm standing next to I always sit right next to the engine coming home, and the guy next to me gets up. He says, "There's a fire." I mean, there was a fire in the
Wow.
engine.
Did the conductor come on and say, the train is on fire?
It's amazing because the conductors really don't know what's going on because they're way back into the train. They don't
Right.
even know that there's anything going on. And but anyway, I just wanted to put that in there. But so, and you're local now, and your company's local, right?
Our company's local, but our clients, we serve companies in all 50 states. We got there through an endorsement by National Association of CPAs called CPA America. We got that endorsement back in 2007, and that led us to again having clients in all 50 states. Most of our business comes by way of referral from CPA practices, clients in particular.
The law
And we
office
get-
of Stephen A. Leahy.
The law offices of Stephen A.
I like,
Leahy.
again, I'm not. Again, if you had to, if you were relying on me, you're in trouble. But
No,
but
listen,
again,
we
I
got-
do send people to. I
do, and we've
recommend them
got-
very highly because what happens when I'm having an IRS problem. And we were talking a little bit about this before about
Right.
cascading tax problems. That everybody, when you have a problem, you're constantly looking behind you to try to fix it, and that's the wrong way to do it. You need to turn around, look forward, and get in compliance. And one of the best ways to get in compliance, if you're in a business, is to get on the payroll and start a payroll service and get paid through payroll, and stop taking the money like it's in a drawer and like it's. Treat your business like a business. That's so important. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And I know that the IRS and the Departments of Revenue and the Departments of Employment Security across the country take a little sigh of relief when that client gets onto a payroll service and appoints the payroll processor as their reporting agent, because they know the deposits will be made on time. The reporting will be made on time. Of course, if there's not, then you've got penalties and interest and all of that. But that's a big way to kind of give them a pause and give them comfort about the present go forward. And like you said, then they work with you to get the past rectified.
Now let me interrupt here and tell you this. Same thing with when people are having IRS problems and the collections agent with the IRS, right? When they're trying to do it themselves, they're so relieved when I get involved. And a lot of people say, well, now some of the agents will say, well, what do they need an attorney for? We know why you need an attorney, okay? There's not even a guess. But a lot of them are like, at least they know now you're going to try to make an effort to fix the problem instead of putting your head in the sand and pretending it's not there and making them come chase you, right?
Yep.
So when they get my 2848 power of attorney, they know, hey, now this guy's serious about fixing his problem, and we're going to work with them to fix the problem.
Yep.
Okay, because if you're not serious about it, they know you're not serious. And what do they start doing? They start burying you a little at a time. They start with the least severe, which is a lien, and then they start levies, and then bank account levies. I've seen doctors, for instance, they levied all of the insurance companies. They didn't get any more money. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Now let
so
me
this
give
what
you
happens.
this little insight too. Since I'm doing real estate, I'm a 1099 employee. I'll tell you what, as business starts to pick up, I've thought about precision payroll just to have that ease of mind. Listen, the money might not be rolling right now, but hey, I'd rather have the peace of mind knowing that I don't have the IRS coming after me. And that's what's great about precision payroll. That's why when you came on the first time, I was like, oh man, what a relief. What an awesome gig that is to have somebody on your side, somebody, a trusted professional such as you, Tom, just coming in there and making sure that people have that ease of mind. You're right.
Yep.
We're going to make sure the
paperwork.
paperwork is
That's
done, because
key.
that's the hardest part
It
about running a business, is making sure the paperwork
Mhm.
is done and set up correctly.
as-
Tom Sadeko, with
As Tom
President
Sadek-
and CEO of Payroll,
as Tom Sadek just
Precision
pointed
Payroll.
out too, it's if you don't get the paperwork in on time, you pay for it because there's penalties and interest.
Right.
That's why it's so important to have some. And so it's one if I'm doing it myself, I could do my own payroll, and you can. It's not complicated.
You could sell your
It's
own
just-
home. You could do a
you
lot
could
of
do
own
any-
things
that's right.
yourself, but
You could-
there's a reason why there's a market for this.
Exactly.
So, Tom, we're
And
running out of
let
time.
me just add on that real quick. And one of the features, even when you're with us, if for any reason we make an inaccurate filing or deposit, or a late or inaccurate reporting filing, quarterly or year end, we pay the penalties and interest.
That's huge, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, Tom Sadeko with Precision Payroll. Phone number, sir?
630-242-1507. That's my direct line.
This show is sponsored by Open Tax Resolution, 312-664-6649. And visit ChicagoTaxTeam.com. Going to be your hub to help fight the IRS. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned. Listen to great sponsors. And come on back on AM 560.
The answer.